Hello, my name is Sherry, and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft series. So, back in the second episode, I've asked you guys what I should name this guy, and you answered. So, my horsey's name is gonna be Rookie, but I will need a name tag to name him. And what's a better way to get a name tag other than fishing? And you are actually gonna go with me because the nearest water source is kinda far away and I need to get there. So he's gonna actually help me a lot. Okay, so I'm here and let's see how much luck do I have. How fast can I get a name tag? I would also really appreciate it if I could get like some nice enchanted book with some rare enchantments, like maybe mending or something. I am asking too much, aren't I? Okay, maybe that's not a name tag, but I've got a saddle, so we can have another horse. Or maybe it would be nice if I could fish out a enchanted fishing rod. Maybe? Could I? Oh, okay. Okay. I've got a unbreaking cursor vanishing rod. I guess it has unbreaking, but that's not good. Okay, and just like a second ago, my fishing rod broke, but I've got a power-free bow. That's nice. Okay, so I've actually fished quite a lot like that with that rod. So let me just quickly go back home, enchant my rod, and try my luck again with better enchantments, basically. Okay, so I have a new fishing rod, and let's see... Okay, that's perfect. And also I want to try... Okay, I still want the silk touch, I haven't forgotten. Okay, it's just the luck of the sea. Okay, that's still unbreaking, so... But we have luck of the sea, so that's actually huge. Okay, now let's try my luck with this one. I should have more chance to get some treasure, right? Okay. I feel like the luck of the C3 is scamming me because I'm not getting anything. I'm just fishing up fish and it's not supposed to be like that. I have over 2 stacks of cod. I need justice. Oh, a fishing rod. Okay. I spoke too soon. Oh, it has lure and unbreaking. I'm gonna merge those. It's gonna be a nice fishing rod. I got the justice I wanted, actually. I just realized that I have to make an anvil, and they are so expensive, it's kinda crazy. There goes basically half of my iron. Yay, here we have it. I have a good fishing rod and also this 16th level because it ate up quite a bit of my EXP, but that doesn't matter because now I can ow! Because now I can just fish and it's gonna be a lot more pleasant than it was. So I'm glad. The first try was name tag, just when I got this fishing rod. I actually feel like I wanna fish just a little bit more because it will go much faster now and I kinda like fishing, so we're gonna do just that. But I got, oh no, what did I do? I got what I came here for, I have a name tag, so my horsey will be Rookie in no time. Okay, so I actually fished just a little bit more and I didn't get anything special, anything significant, but I've got what I wanted, so that's great. And now there is sunset and I can name my horse. I can name my horsey. You shall now be Rookie. Okay, so once again, thank you all for the suggestions about the name, but now we're gonna go to the next part of the video and that is going to the nether. Okay, so I think I'm ready. I think I've got everything. Probably not. Let's try to go to the nether and see what spawn do I get. I was gonna say let it not be this, the basalt biome. It's not ideal, really. I just did a little tunnel here and this is the worst nether spawn that I could ever ask for. How am I supposed to move around in these conditions? At least I can get some basalt, and that's like a pretty block that I would use anyways. And please don't knock me into lava. He did knock me into lava. Oh my god. Leave me alone. Oh my god, that was not very good. I'm not enjoying this trip. I didn't know that mushrooms could grow on basalt in this biome. It looks kinda odd, but that's cool. Now I feel like I've gotta just preserve the nature. There's a ghast. And yeah, I'm gonna just awkwardly walk around it here. We're gonna honor it, it's gonna stay here. Yay, we've hit netherrack. Finally something, finally something other than just endless basalt and blackstone. I'm so glad. Okay, now let's try to mine our way out of here. What is this? This had to be the people that went into the nether when the portal was found in the stone. That's so strange. Maybe they're still here somewhere. Probably not. That was a long time ago, but if they survived, maybe. It's weird. But that's not what I came here for. I came here for the cord, so let's just mine as much as I can. Okay, I actually think I've got everything I wanted to get from here, so I'm not gonna risk my luck here and risk dying. I don't feel safe here, really. Okay, maybe I'll grab just that, because that's on the way. I don't really need that much from the nether, and I really don't like being in the nether, so I'm gonna just quickly come back home and work on my farms. Oh look, another mushroom grew! We are caring for the ecosystem here. I just came back from mining because I wanted to get some more iron so I could make shears for the wool farm, and then I checked in the furnaces and I found over a stack of iron that was smelting, and I just didn't pick it up. I thought that maybe I was gonna make an iron farm, but I really don't want to do it. No, I think for now I have enough to start making a wool farm. What else do we need? We need observers, we need dispensers, I think, and some redstones, hoppers, that's also iron heavy. But I think we're gonna manage it, and if I run out of iron, I'm gonna go mining again, because I really don't want to do the iron farm for now. One day I'm gonna have to, but for now, nah, not really. Also, I just went upstairs and I didn't have enough strings. I tried buttons here, but the last time I mentioned that I was cleaning my attic and I didn't have spiders and spider webs in my attic, but now I'm starting to think that maybe I should clean it more often, because that's not how I left it. Alright, now on to the next part of the video, and that is building the wool farm. Okay, but first I want to tell you my idea of where I want to build it. So, as you can see, this is my area, and first, to make the wool farm, I wanted to make like a building in some sort of a town center shopping district where you can just go and buy things, for me just take them from my farms. I am still gonna probably do that, but for the wool farm, I tried many different designs, but I came up with an idea. How about, instead of making it a building, I was gonna make some sort of wall around the city and accommodate the farms into the walls. Maybe it sounds weird, but I have an idea for it, so let me try this. Now I'm just thinking where a perfect wall placement could be, because first I wanted to make it like here, but it could be a little bit small. But still, we could just maybe make like not one wall around the city. Cities like that often had more than one wall, so it has like a better defense. And I think it could be nice to have like a wall here, so it's still close to my base and I don't have to like run dozens of blocks to just get to the farm I have going. I'm probably not gonna make the whole thing right now. Here there's the cave entrance and I don't want to cover it. I want to make like a cool arch around it, so it's still like here, and maybe make it into some sort of an attraction. It probably would be very bad for the defense of my city to just have a cave that leads below my city, so people can just walk right in. That probably could be bad, but maybe we'll make it more safe, and I think it will look cool. That's the reason I'm leaving it, because it looks cool, right? It's just like a cave in the entrance of my city. I have to just embrace it and have it here and not cover it up. And I'm not gonna probably be that strictly sticking to the terrain that we have here, because I'm still gonna terraform it. So it's not gonna be like perfectly around this curve here. It's probably gonna be a little bit modified, but I will be mainly sticking to it, just not so strictly. Alright, now let's get to the block palette. I want the ground to be the stone bricks, and I am gonna make some variation into it, like maybe stone on the side, cobblestone, some mossy cobblestone maybe in some places where it could be a little bit more hammered. Maybe some shadows will be in tough. You know, I'm still gonna modify it. Right now it's just a little bit plain, as well as here it's also just like the stone brick. I am probably gonna modify it quite a bit, because now I don't really like that this is all the same texture. I am gonna blend it a little bit better so it's more textured. But for now, the main block I want to be using is the stone bricks on the ground. Then I want to have my wall to the city in cobbled deep slate, and maybe not cobbled deep slate, maybe mainly in the deep slate bricks, because I like them the most from all the blocks. I also like the deep slate tiles, but I think they are a little bit too dark. And when I go with this, and I don't have that much space to maneuver to the darker shade, because what's darker than this? Maybe blackstone? If I wanted to make some sort of shadow somewhere, I could use blackstone, but I have to go to the nether to get it, and I think it's safer to just mainly use deep slate bricks, and somewhere where it's darker I can just throw some deep slate tiles and texture it like that. So the main block on the wall will be the deep slate bricks. Then I want to make like a sort of archway, arcade type of thingy, and I want to use tuff for it, not the regular tuff. I want to use the tuff bricks and some variations also, because I want to make it a little bit more decorative. It's gonna be spaced like 3 apart, but for now it's just a prototype, so I'm not gonna make it too accurately, but I am gonna go to sleep because it's getting dark and I want to see everything well. About the variations of the tuff blocks, I want to use like some sort of decorative ornaments here and there, and I was thinking this, because tuff has so many like variations to it. You can do amazing things with it to just decorate your build, and I'm not using that often. And I was thinking that maybe I could use this to the main column that was going to be on the arcade, and this in like the middle of the arch. It's gonna be higher and it's gonna be like wider by 1 block, but you see the vision. Like this is the ornament around here, and this is the ornament at the column. Also, I was gonna use like copper trapdoors, but not in that color because I think it's just a little bit too bright. I want to oxidize it a little bit next, right after that, so it's still pretty much orange, just a little bit more washed out. I think that will fit in quite well into the tuff. And now that the recipe for the tuff trapdoors is cheaper, oh my god, they changed the recipe for the trapdoors. I was so scared that I was gonna use like a ton of copper for that, and now I could just make it with 4 iron ingots. Now I feel a little bit more confident to have it started, so let me get started on the terrain, and there we're gonna get started on building the walls. But first, here you can see just a little bit of material gathering, so that's me chopping down some trees. As well as digging for cobble, and yes, I had to smelt it all because I still don't have silk touch, but I will have it. I believe that I will get it soon. And when I'm done with that, you can see me here working on the terrain. Okay, so I prepared the terrain a little bit. I am still gonna terraform it a lot more, but for now it's just like a good starting point. So let me just explain what I want to do here. Okay, so basically that's the plan. Here, that would not be moss, that would be like different kinds of wool, different colors of wool. And here I can just take each color of wool that is displayed above and behind the wall I will have like a mini farm. Then I want to have a wall going all around here. Here it will be like at the angle. Now I'm thinking maybe it would be cool to have like 3 gateways. So one will be here and it will be like a smaller one. Then some around here I will have like a bigger one that will lead into the castle basically. Like they will be pretty centered. I probably won't do like just a way to the castle from it. It would be a little bit more complex, but that would be like the main entrance to the city. And here there will be like another one, another smaller one. I think that's the plan for the gates to the city from this side, obviously, because I will have gates from other sides as well. I'll probably have a lot of them to just make it more practical. But also the path here, I want to have it in like brownish colors, such as something along the ways of this, but a little bit more modified. I think it will act very nicely with the barrels and a little bit more oxidized trapdoors here. I also want to make like copper lanterns here because we have that now. So here there will be the highest deep slate wall. Then there will be the tough arcades, the arches going around. There are just arcades that you can walk under and take all you need. And these little decorations here, up there, and also here. So this is a battlement, also known as a crenellation. And it was already around in ancient Egypt or Rome, but it developed the most in the European Middle Ages. And it was used by soldiers who could just hide behind the higher part of the wall and then just shoot an arrow from between the gaps. But what I've got here on my wall, it's more of an inspiration from the Romanesque architecture. It's more of a decoration and ornament that got inspired from it. You couldn't really protect yourself standing in here, so it's supposed to imitate it. It does a better job from this angle, but its purpose is more of a decoration than actual defense. And also, cities in Gothic period didn't really care that much about defense. I mean, they still did, but they prioritized the look of their buildings to make them look slimmer and prettier, more than just being chunky and defensive. And that's more what the Romanesque architecture did. So this is more of an inspiration to that than the actual defense purpose. And also, one more little detail that is actually inspired by the Gothic architecture are the little arches here that are connecting the wall to the column right here, and those are called buttresses, and they were used in Gothic architecture so the slimmer and higher builds wouldn't collapse by the pressure, and they didn't want to make it look too chunky by supporting it the old-fashioned way, so instead they used like the slimmer and more open work arches that help the build not collapse, basically. Okay, but enough of the history of art and architecture, and now just relax and watch a time-lapse of me building this whole thing. Okay, so that's it for this episode, for this fragment at least. I will be continuing it probably all around the town, but for now I think that's a pretty good start. As you can see here on the map, we have this little fragment going here, so it's not a lot really, but it is enough space to make space for every wall type in the game, for every color. And I will be continuing this wall probably like around here and going there and kinda just around the mountain probably. It's gonna be a lot of work. But for now I have this little fragment here and I really like how it came out. Okay, so as you can see, we have this. Here the trapdoors are already oxidized to the level I want. Here I'm already collecting some wool. So here is the contraption. It is really simple and it doesn't take up a lot of space. So here I have 2 sheep. That is the black one and the gray one. And if we just come see here, there's the dark green one. and I have a plan for where I want every sheep color to be, but I didn't really do that much redstone before, and it shows, because I didn't expect for it to take that many hoppers, rails, minecarts with hoppers, and that is a lot of iron. So unfortunately for me, I think I have a plan for what I want to do next episode. And yes, it is gonna be an iron farm. And I'm sad because I really don't like making them. I don't like to do anything with villagers. But I have a plan, at least, for how I want to transport my villagers. So that's a good sign at least, but I won't spoil it. And you'll see what I mean in the next episode. But yeah, I think that we will just finish it over time, and for now I have the basics laid out, and I have a plan for how I want to finish it. So, I will see you in the next episode, and thank you all for watching. Bye bye!